Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Emily and I'm an artist that makes YouTube videos. And today I just wanted to do some alcohol marker portraits in my sketchbook. And I also wanted to chat with you all about what's been going on in my life, where I've been, and why I haven't posted a video in a while. And also my plans for my art and this channel. I have some exciting news to share. So I hope you're okay with a bit of a chattier video. And yeah, let's get started with where I have been. There are a few reasons I've taken a little break from posting on YouTube. The first reason, I'll get it out of the way, it's the reason my voice sounds a little rough. I had COVID for the first time. It kind of took me out for a while. I am much better now and I've been testing negative. I still have some symptoms that are really clinging on. I still have a cough. I don't know how long that's going to stick around for, but I hope not too long. But another reason I haven't posted, and this is from even before I got COVID, I have been working on 2 different projects. One of them is still a secret, but not for long, and I will share it here as soon as I can. And the second one is not a secret because I'm going to, I guess, officially announce it right now. And it is that I am designing a set of paintbrushes. I am making a set of paintbrushes with the brand Chatty. You may have already heard of them. They have done artist collabs with a bunch of artists, including Hamrib and Sarah Burns. Hamrib actually kindly sent me her brush set, which was so sweet, and I absolutely love it. I was so blown away by the quality and the craftsmanship of the brushes, everything from the handles to the bristles. So Chatty actually reached out to me last year, and I told them that I was interested but not quite ready yet. And that's because I wasn't sure, if that many people would be interested in brushes designed by me. And I also felt like I was still exploring a lot with brushes and still figuring out what it is that I look for in my brushes. And they were totally understanding of that. But we did start talking again at the start of this year. And now I feel like I have a total understanding of what it is I look for in my brushes and what I would want in my ideal gouache brush set. I'm basically designing my perfect gouache brush set, everything I would want to be able to make the kind of paintings that I like to make, and I really hope that others will love the set as well. It's really cool because every element is completely customizable. So I've been spending a lot of time really thinking about it and planning every last detail of these brushes because I really want them to be the brush set that I use for years to come. And I really want them to be perfect and useful for you guys as well, for those who are interested in maybe purchasing them. I couldn't be happier with how it's going, so I will definitely update you guys as things progress. I am waiting for the creation of the first samples, so when those are made and they reach me, I will definitely make a video about it. Another thing is that Chatty is completely cruelty-free, which I really love. So yes, that is one of my secret projects that is no longer a secret. And as I said, the other project I can't talk about yet, but I will be able to talk about very soon. And I'm really excited about it as well because it is something that a lot of people have asked for. I've gotten emails, DMs, and comments asking for this, so I'm really excited to finally be offering it. And that is all I can say for right now. So something else that has been really occupying, I guess, a large part of my brain recently is what kind of artist I want to be. I've been struggling a lot with burnout and a lack of focus, or just being overwhelmed with wanting to do 1,000 things at once. And I've also been thinking about, what kind of art do I want to make? Because I feel like recently I've been mostly studying and not actually creating finished pieces. Sketches of Shay actually made a video on that subject recently, and it was actually a subject I was thinking about making a video about for a while, because I've had a lot of thoughts about that as well. And I don't know, I've considered myself to be a bit of an art nerd. I've been a bit obsessed with studying and practicing and getting better, keeping sketchbooks, and it has definitely skyrocketed my abilities in, a matter of years, which is awesome. I'm so grateful that I put in those efforts, but I feel like I've gotten a bit stuck in my comfort zone, and I've been really craving to paint again with oils. I want to be a painter again. I feel like recently I haven't been a painter, and so this year I'm really going to focus on getting back into painting, and I want to take you guys along on that journey, but I sort of realized that may mean more time between uploads, because I also feel like I got stuck in a cycle of making art specifically for videos, which is totally okay because it is my job and I love it, and I still want to make fun videos and try new art supplies. I still want to do videos where I do gouache and watercolor and small studies. I think that's still okay. I still want to do sketchbook videos like this one, but I also want to take the time to get back into an oil painting practice. And I've already made the baby steps of cleaning my oil palette, which was very dirty, and cleaning my solvent canister, which was also like half full of oil paint at the bottom, and just really setting up my space to make oil paintings again. And I know that because I'm rusty in the medium, I will be doing a lot of studies in smaller paintings, but I'm hoping to work up to some bigger pieces and some finished works that I'm really proud of. I also watched an interview on the Our Painted Lives channel. Nicolas Uribe interviewed Dwayne Kaiser, and it's a really great interview. I definitely recommend giving it a listen, but they talked a lot about being artists before the digital age and how things have changed a lot. And Dwayne was talking about how he doesn't know how younger artists, how artists who have grown up in the digital age are able to stay focused when there is so much information online. There is an overwhelming amount of incredibly talented artists that we can look at every day, and because of this, you feel, at least this is how I feel, a pull in like 1,000 different directions where it's like, I want to try this, I want to do this, I want to use every medium, and I want to try all of these different styles. I want to try painting like this person and painting like this person. I have so many idols, art idols. It's hard to just push that all aside and just focus on your own art and what you really want to work on and what you really want to say with your art. And he totally hit the nail on the head. I was like, this is exactly how I have felt for a long time, where I feel like I can't focus. I want to use gouache, I want to use watercolor, I want to use acrylic gouache, I want to use oils, I want to sketch in my sketchbook, use colored pencils, I want to get better at ink. I'm scrolling Instagram every day and I follow so many amazing artists, and it's really inspiring, but it's also, I think, adding to this difficulty I have of focusing on one thing. And it's interesting because I don't see this as much in other parts of my life. I know that some people in my generation, or the generation younger than me even, struggle to sit through an entire movie. I don't have problems with that. I love sitting down and focusing on a book. And I can sit down and focus on a piece of art, but then I'm like, oh, I want to do watercolor now. I want to do this now, and I don't know. I'm curious to know if anybody else feels this way. I feel like making videos has also brought me to this mindset as well, because I want to keep making interesting videos for you guys, and I want to make videos somewhat frequently, but because of that, I feel like I'm not giving myself the time to really take my art in the direction I want to take it in. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about a lot, and it's made me feel a little bit burnt out And I know I just have to find a balance because I absolutely love making videos and I'm definitely not going anywhere. I want to keep making videos for as long as I possibly can. I really love it and I really love this community we've created. And that being said, I still have a bunch of fun videos planned, so it's not like my videos are going to change. I just think maybe they might be spaced out a little bit more. But I do want to monetize my art in more ways than just YouTube. I want to, sell paintings. And I've also been thinking that with my videos, I would much rather prioritize quality over quantity, even though the algorithm definitely prefers quantity over quality. So I guess I'm just asking if you'll bear with me as I figure all of this out. And I hope you guys will be interested in some oil painting content, even if that means that videos come out less frequently. And like I said, I don't plan on stopping my other types of videos, but it might just be spread out. And I'm also really happy that I have gotten myself to a place skill-wise where I feel like I can finally make the work that I want to make. Whereas a few years ago when I was painting, it felt like I could never make the art that I wanted to. I could never come close to the vision I had in my head because my skills just weren't at that level. And so I am happy I've become this art nerd. I just feel like I'm ready to apply those skills and make more finished pieces. I'm sorry this has been such a rambly video, but it is nice to do a chatty video like this every once in a while. So I guess now I'm going to talk a little bit about these alcohol marker portraits. So the first page of the spread, I actually did before I got sick with COVID. I think I was starting to feel a little bit off, but I had tested and it was negative. So I don't think I felt 100%, but I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling pretty normal. And then the second page in this spread, I ended up doing almost a week later, maybe more, when I did have COVID. And once I was starting to feel a little bit better, like once I could get out of bed basically, I still had full-on COVID brain and I still felt pretty terrible, but I could sit at my desk again. And so on the second page, I wanted to use darker colors and up the contrast and I guess just use a larger value scale because the first page was very high key value-wise, meaning it was closer to the light side of the value scale. So I wanted to see if I could use some of my darker markers, and I don't know, I really struggled with the last two portraits. I think they turned out okay, but I really prefer my approach with the first two portraits. I like to be very painterly with my alcohol marker portraits, very loose. I do lots of quick brush strokes, as you'll see, and I almost try and approach it in the same way I would a painting. And then I will come in with colored pencils to sharpen certain edges and bring back some interesting shapes into the portrait. So I did do this on the second page, but I just feel like I wasn't making the best decisions. Maybe I jumped to the darker markers too soon. I know that with the first portrait on the second page, I started with that bright red because I didn't want to cover up the areas with the bright red, if that makes sense. Like I wanted those areas to stay bright. I almost used the bright red as a marker for myself. Well, I'm using markers, but what's another word for marker? Oh, I still feel like I've got fog brain. I guess like landmarks to say to myself, don't cover this up with more colors because this has to stay very saturated. I really struggled simplifying the hair in that first portrait on the second page. It was very complicated in the reference photo. I just think I did a poor job of simplifying it in a visually appealing way. It just got a little messy and cluttered. I was able to clean it up a little bit later, especially when I brought in the colored pencils, but I think I should have started with some lighter markers rather than going in with the bright red. And maybe what I'm realizing is that I just like higher key marker portraits. Maybe I like to keep things a little more muted, a little more pastel, because I really like the sort of foggy, misty look that you can get with alcohol markers, almost like watercolors, and I just feel like I lose that quality that I like so much when I go in with a really dark marker, like a really dark purple or red or blue or whatever. I just feel like it's too harsh, and I try and go back in and soften it, but I can't, so I don't like that. But I hope you enjoy seeing all of these portraits anyways. I know people really like watching these alcohol marker portraits, even though I feel like I haven't quite mastered this medium yet. Not even mastered, I feel like I'm just getting acquainted with this medium. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that. I don't know why I decided to do a chatty talking video right after losing my voice, but I think that's enough rambling. So I'm going to leave you with some music, rest my voice a little bit, and I will pop back in at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to say a big thank you to my channel members here on YouTube and my patrons over on Patreon. I've been really enjoying sharing all of my sketches with my sketchbook pals on Patreon. My sketchbook pals actually saw the first 2 portraits in this video already because I upload high-res scans of all of the sketches I do at the end of every month, and they get to see it before it ends up on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that. So yes, thank you for all of the support, especially while I was taking that little hiatus. It really meant a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. I think I'm gonna go have a fisherman's friend and probably get in bed with my dog. So yeah, I will see you all very, very soon with another video. See you next time. Bye-bye.